Good evening, Koinonia. My name is Vivian, but you can call me a child of grace. I am a product of His grace. 2024, prior to that, I was working on my relationship with God. 2024, I found a lump. I went to see my GP and got referred and got diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer, the most aggressive type. The surgeon immediately told me that you will need a mastectomy. There is no other way. I walked out devastated. I didn't see that coming. I've been working on my relationship with God, trying to get deeper into His words, and out of nowhere, this happened, and I'm like, God, why? But at the same time, I'm like, God, why not? Cancer affects 1 million people. Why not me? If this is the fire I have to walk through to get to that which you've called me for, so be it. But at the same time, I refuse to associate myself with somebody who has cancer. I went home for 2 weeks. I went back to work. For 2 weeks, I couldn't wrap my head around it. One night I got up, I picked up my Bible. My Bible verse for that day was Isaiah 41 verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uplift you with my righteous right hand. I'm like, God, is this your word from me? I held on to that. The next day I picked up my Bible, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts I have towards you. It's of good, not of evil, to give you a future, to give you an expected end. I held on to that. July 1st, I started chemotherapy. Treatment was going well. I kept believing God for a miracle. I kept trusting Him, but the devil decided to attack. There was a problem. I couldn't continue treatment. My hemoglobin was low, and I couldn't have a blood transfusion because I was having a reaction. Treatment came to a standstill. The lump started getting bigger because it's aggressive. It's already spread to my lymph nodes, which means it's a metastatic breast cancer. My oncologist didn't know what to do. We can't move forward. We were at a standstill. I went home. I'm like, God, let there be a move. I'm like, God, let there be a move. I went back the next day. My oncologist was like, we will bring your surgery forward. I closed my, I was like, thank you. I'm like, that's a movement. They brought my surgery forward, but there was a problem. My hemoglobin was low. The surgeons were afraid that during surgery, if I need transfusion, they won't be able to do that. That's another complication. I went online, checked, found some iron tablets. I'm like, God, this is not a miracle pill, but I'm trusting you. For a week and a half, I took it before my surgery. Checked in, the nurse came in and took my blood to run the test and came back. She was like, your hemoglobin is fine. You don't need a blood transfusion. I'm like, I thanked him. My surgery was the next day. I couldn't sleep. I was nervous. I normally join prayer online, next level. I was praying, and one of the prayer points for that morning was like, I will not be a victim of human error. I'm like, God, doctors are human. One mistake, and that's it. I keyed into that prayer, and I prayed, and I went in, and surgery was a success. My surgeon was like, your surgery was uneventful, and I didn't need blood. Surgery went well. I did my surgery, was waiting for the next treatment of radiotherapy. I was told there was no cancer, that they got everything, that I'm cancer-free, that I'm waiting for radiotherapy. This was November. Had a scan in December, I was cancer-free. Felt an itch. Something prompted me to tell my surgeon. I said it to her. She ultrasound immediately, and I was told the cancer came back. Within 2 months, they've never heard of that because reoccurrence for triple negative is within a year or two, but mine was 2 months. 2 months it came back, and because now it's a reoccurrence, it's not curable. It's something they can treat and just manage with chemo until either you can't take it or the disease spreads. I went home devastated. I called my mom. I was sobbing, she was praying. I called my friend. She was like, I have a spiritual man of God. Do you want to talk to him? I'm like, yes. He called, as we were talking, he prayed. He was like, your cancer is not just, it's a demonic attack. That's why it came back within 2 months. I prayed, I trusted God, and I started treatment, a new treatment immediately. And my friend introduced me to Koinonia, and I listened to Apostle, and there was no turning back. He made me change the way I pray. He made me change the way I look at the Word of God. I kept trusting God. I kept praying. This was in February. I started treatment, and I heard Sound of Revival Glasgow. I'm attending. I had chemo on Monday, on Wednesday, I was in Glasgow. I was like, I'm not missing it. When K-String ministers, let it show that I met with you, I keyed into that. I'm like, God, let it show that I encountered you. I keyed into that, and I went home. I continued treatment. There was no complication. If I tell you I've had 47 rounds of chemotherapy as I'm standing here, that's why I said I am a child of grace. I am a product of his grace. I have 20 rounds of radiotherapy, but I'm standing, I am living, I'm alive, and I'm unwell. It's because of, by the grace of God. I had my treatment. Continued my treatment, Sound of Revival in May, and I went back praying, trusting God. Treatment was going very well. And then came August, service, way of escape. When Apostle said there is a way of escape out of every trials and tribulation. And after that service, he did almost 20 minutes of prophetic declaration. I will move forward. I will progress. I will live long. And instructed the media to cut out that 20 minutes. I went to bed that day and I listened to that 20 minutes. I let it play. That's what I let it play while I was sleeping. And as I was sleeping, I dreamt. I saw Apostle, and he asked me, what do you want me to do for you? I was like, I want you to pray for me. That's simple. He laid out his hand and prayed for me. In that dream, I fell, and I felt something come out of me. And then I got up and I told him, I was like, I feel lighter. I feel lighter. And I woke up and I felt a peace I've never experienced before. And I called my friend. This was 6 in the morning. I'm like, I just experienced my deliverance. Even after that day, that service, way of escape, she called me. She was like, the service was for you. I'm like, I know. I'm like, that service was for me. I prayed and I keyed into that dream. I'm like, I've been delivered. That's my deliverance. Treatment went well, and I kept keying. And came October, towards for the week of October, I found myself listening to K-String, Rahama, and then Father of Mercy. I prayed for mercy for a week. October, I told God, I'm not going into November with cancer. I'm like, that which you've called me for, I can't do with this body. Do that only you can do. And October, I had a scan. November, my scan came back clear. Even the doctors can't explain. My doctor was like, she's never seen something like that before. That she can't explain it, that I'm a mystery. For that type of disease, what they see is progression, not regression. It hasn't spread anywhere. And as of March, my scan came back again, all clear. As I made a promise, Sound of Revival 2025, that God, that I will return and thank him for what he's done. So here I am thanking him for turning terminal to cured, for using me to show that he answered prayers, that he is God, that with him all things are possible. Everything we can think and imagine, that he turned what the enemy used for devastation into a testament to who he is. So here I am thanking him, and I promise I will return next year to testify again that I am cancer